You know, there are some sick people in the world. Vince McMahon doing the sexual shit that he's been doing for years and years and years, nah. When you're a father or a mother and you have children, there are certain standards that you should live by. Okay, and I'm a father of two. Okay, I want you guys, and I gotta give credit to the Hodgetwins for finding this video on Instagram. I wasn't gonna go look for it because I'm not gonna give assholes some views. But I want you guys to listen to this. This asshole said what he said about his children and other kids. I want you guys to listen.
My kids, I have sex in front of my kids. I never be ashamed of sex. My son be breastfeeding and I'll be making love to his mom. That's me, bruh. That's how I get down around kids. I try to keep their purity. I don't want to take their purity away by covering myself up. They're going to be ashamed and cover themselves up. And I'm pure at heart. So you can think in your mind, if I let another kid here, I'm going to have to change the way I am so that your kid can be comfortable around me. No, I'm going to be naked as fuck in front of your kids. My son comes up and grabs my penis. I let him grab my penis. I had sex with his mom. I'm making love to his mother. After I'm done, I'm laying there chilling. He grabbed my penis. And he's playing with my penis. I let that happen.
Now, first off, any man that has sex naked in front of kids, or any woman for that matter, or any couple, I don't care if it's a same-sex couple, I don't give a fuck. You need to be fed to fucking sharks. Okay? Straight up. Straight up. And on top of that, any man, especially a man, women too, but really men, that'll sit there and let their child play with their shit, need they ass beat the fuck down to a bloody pulp. Okay? I listen, man, I ain't never heard no shit like that before in my life. Nigga, if I ever would see you in public and you were fucking, and I had my kids there and it's a public venue, I would approach you. You naked, so I ain't gotta worry about you having no guns on you. And it would be a motherfucking problem. It'll be a serious fucking problem. It's like the assholes that walk around the store with their pants hanging down to the back of their knees, showing their drawers and shit, thinking that shit's cool. Some gay ass shit. No, nobody don't see your fucking underwear. You broadcasting all your shit because you want somebody to look. You know how many faggots live in fucking, I know you guys like it, but you know how many faggots live in Atlanta? You know how many fucking fairies live around here? So obviously, because the average woman don't find that attractive no more. Only skanks and sluts find that attractive. You know, the thug loving girls. That shit is so dead. This ain't the Asian night. That thug ass shit is dead. That's some bitch shit. It's either a hard working man, you know, like me and shit, or you can settle for the street life shit. And honestly, that shit is dead. Because the average thug don't know shit. They can't even buy you the drawers and cologne you want unless they're out there doing some fucking crime shit. And nowadays, everybody and their mama's carrying weapons. So the average thug that's willing to bring somebody's house is really playing Russian roulette with their motherfucking life. All to impress a chick who, the moment you give her a kid and he bailed on you, that nigga ain't shit. Well, you wanted a thug, though. That's what thugs do. So, that motherfucker right there is just a sad situation. That is a sad, sad little man. I'm gonna just take a quote from Mike Tyson when he was talking about Floyd Mayweather. That's a sad little man right there. All right? And that's really what it is. That's a man right there who thought what he said was cool and not understanding that police also monitor Instagram and shit. So your dumb ass saying that shit, I would expect by now a cop or two should be at your motherfucking house. Because you're pretty much talking about child molestation. You gonna let that little kid play with your shit. You ain't gonna stop. You gonna sit back like that shit's cute. What if your son or daughter playing with a grown man's slong? little ass kid, and you find out your kids go to school, one of their teachers a pervert like your ass, pedos like your motherfucking ass. You just a pedophile ass bitch. And then you go to school, you let you send your kids to school, and you find your teacher was sitting there letting your daughter or your son play with their shit and stick their fingers up in their assholes and shit. What you go up there, you whoop that teacher's ass, or you sit and say, oh well, you know it's nature, man. It's natural, man. It's motherfuckers like you that need to be put down like an old yellow motherfucker. It's like that motherfucker who let his daughter die of starvation up here in Gwinnett County, up here in Georgia, not long ago. That bitch need to be put underneath the jailhouse with the maggots and the maggots turds and the bio fucking algae that eats the turds, the bioorganisms that eat the turds and shot their turds. You need to be put under jail with them motherfuckers. Any motherfucker that has a fetish for kids like that, they get their jollies off for kids like that, should forfeit their life. Straight up. Straight up. There's no space in the world for a motherfucker who will sit there and blatantly just say what he said about letting kids do that to him. That is a psychological problem, and that is a threat on other kids and his AO, his area of operations. I wish a motherfucker would do something in front of my kids, or do something with my kids at school like that, especially my son. My son's autism. I wish a motherfucker would. See, and listen, I'm going to say this in camera because I mean it. And I have told the teachers every year, I mean this too. If my kids do something, please call me. I would deal with my kids. I don't believe in motherfucker taking a pallet to my kids, because that's child abuse. But then y'all want to call CPS when a parent actually whooped their kid's ass with a belt. But y'all want to take a 2x4. You know, when we were young, we would get the pallet. Now, my mama never really signed for that shit. But, you know, when I got to be in high school, I'd take them SWATs to ISS. So the point is, you putting wood to a kid's ass, so leather is worse than wood. That's number one. Call me. All right, number two, don't put your hands on my child. Not in a corrective way and not in no sexual way. Because if my child tell me, or my son, come on, he really can't talk, but he started pointing certain areas and he started to do certain things that I know he wasn't doing until he started going to your motherfucking class, I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't want to sue the school. I want your ass. I have told every one of my kids teachers, I am a nice guy, but my kids, I keep behind my kids. I keep behind my wife too. Straight up. I ain't got to think about it. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. That's just the way that boils down to. You keep your hands to yourself when it comes to my kids. Straight up. Straight up. And you don't do no sick shit like, I don't know, let kids touch your private parts. That motherfucker need to be fed to some sharks. He need to have his dick cut off and stuck down his mouth. And a fish hook, and a grappling hook pushed up his ass, up through his chest cavity, right at the base of his stomach where it meet the fucking goddamn small intestines. You need to have that motherfucker yanked out. Actually, the large intestines. You need to have that motherfucker yanked out. Straight up. Straight up. Just pull it all down. Cut his dick off, stick it in his mouth, push it down, throw fart underwear, get into his stomach. He'll probably die. He'll suffocate, choke on it, and then he'll get down his stomach, and then you yank all that out. Straight up fatality. Straight up Mortal Kombat. Straight up fatality. And then take that whole empty corpse and throw it out to sea and let some walrus fuck it for pleasure, like a blow-up doll. There'll be a human blow-up doll. Because trust me, he's going to bloat. You know, when he starts decomposing, he's going to bloat. He'll be just a perfect blow-up doll for a fucking goddamn walrus. That's all I got to say about that. You got a good one. I'm out, guys. Peace.